Good day everyone, Jerry here from Yosi's Living. So I'm just going to try and make a quick video about the Yosi health products. Although most of them are health in anyway, but just want to explain the advantage of it. I see a lot of people don't take it serious how good the product is designed and what it is actually designed for. So let me start with Maximmune and antiviral. Most of you guys don't know the antiviral, but it's a second helper that actually goes with the Maximmune. It's also a red capsule, where the Maximmune is also blue capsule. The Mega Boost is also a red capsule, but it's just the way we've made it. But okay, now health benefits. The Maximmune, the antiviral will eventually fall away, and I will tend to upgrade the Maximmune to something a little bit more effective, although it's like very effective, but I am going to increase it to create abnormal, insane nutrition value for the body, and that equals health. So by taking your Maximmune, or how do you take it? And by taking it just before you eat, you make your food, and just before you eat, you take your Maximmune and your antiviral and you eat, or you can take it afterwards. Doesn't matter, really depends on what you eat. If you eat like red meat, I would actually recommend take it before. Light meat like fish and chicken, you can take it afterwards, doesn't matter. So, and when you eat it, it increases the nutrition value for the body to convert the proteins and the fats that you are going to eat at the time. Let's say you make yourself a piece of meat, a little baby potato, and some vegetables. But let's say in this case you don't take enough vegetables. Well, first of all, you can never take too much nutrition. You can take too little, and there's huge negative effects. But by taking too much nutrition value, the only thing is whatever the body cannot use, or there's nothing to convert, like proteins and fats, or from your proteins from your meat, fats from your milk or your cheese, things like that, or the butter to convert for body tissue, then the body will just exit the excess nutrition. So it cannot do you any harm at all. That's why the Maximmune, the antiviral, the Mega Boost, the Extra Block, the Garcinia, even the one fat burner cannot harm you, and it cannot give you negative effects, except the heat flushes that some people get, the redness on the skin that lasts a few minutes and it's gone. That comes from your bioperine, that comes from pepper, your black peppers, and the heat flushes also, and your vitamin B3 flush that's also in there. It also comes a little bit from there, but that's just to detox the body. And when it heats up the body, biologic, then fat cells will open and release, and the body will take that and use it for, if there's enough nutrition value in the bloodstream, it will use that for repair in the body, maybe the brain, the hormone system, muscles, whatever it needs to use it for. So that's just the idea of the bioperine and the vitamin B3. But now your Maximmune, your antiviral, gives you this serious amount of nutrition that you need. It's like a must for the body. Now listen, if you use medical pills that your doctor subscribe for you, or okay, let me start with pills first. go read up the negative side effects of that pill. You don't experience it now, but please go read it up and make sure you understand what it is. I guarantee you, it's not maybe not, I guarantee you this, that by using our product, especially Maximmune, and then antiviral and estroblock, and even the one fat burner, by using that, you add a serious amount of nutrition value, um, especially when you eat, to convert the proteins and the fats that you've taken in, to convert for the body for repairs, and it will go and do exactly that. Okay, I've been experiencing this for 26 years. Believe me, it's going to happen. Okay, so your body is going to repair and get better, especially soft problems in the body. Okay, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia. That's actually, well, sorry for the word, easy problems to fix. The most difficult one to fix is your gout and what's the word, arthritis. Okay, because it's actually an inflammation that became hard. If you take your hand and let's say you get inflammation this side, it's going to make out like a pop out, and it's becoming a hard inflammation thing. Then this point of the finger will want to just get away from it, so it will go skew. Okay, depends if it's here or here. It will go the opposite direction. It's extremely difficult to get that out of the body. My eating plan and using the Maximmune antiviral attacks it, and even the one, it attacks the problem, because there is green tea in, and green tea is extremely anti-inflammation. So if there's a problem, it will attack it. You don't have to hope it will do it. And then it wants to get it out of the system. It will first make it more in a liquid form, and then it will try and get it out of the body. And that's where the problem is. Okay, whoever's got the problem will experience a huge amount of pain. Okay, it's inflammation. It's just biological. You will experience pain. Like the other client that I have, well, he's pretty much gone. But wherever he had gout or arthritis, where it was huge, and he used the Maximmune antiviral and even the fat burners, and he follows the eating plan, then it becomes more liquid, and then you know where your normal inflammation is like a yellow. Okay, and when you touch it, especially that section, is like sore. It's not just red anymore, it becomes yellow where your inflammation is, and if you prick it, that yellow stuff comes out. It's typical, like the way of inflammation. Okay, so the product wants to heal you, and then your medical pill that you use will become too strong for you. Okay, then like I said, read up the negative effects. Then go to your doctor and tell him, look here, I'm experiencing these negative effects, and I've read up and I see it's from the pill. And then he's going to give you a weaker pill. Okay, let's say you've used a 30 milligram, it's going to take one, it's supposed to halven it to about 15, and then it will be better. Then you keep using the product from Yosi, and you're getting better and better and better. Then that 50 milligram later on will be too strong. Then it's going to have to halven it again. Especially, you will find this especially on high blood pressure, high cholesterol problems. I won't worry about high cholesterol. That's the easiest thing in the world to sort out. Actually, high blood pressure also. But by using it, and you use your, let's say, blood pressure pills, go check your, you're actually supposed to check your blood pressure before you use a pill. Don't just use it, okay? Check your blood pressure, where it is, because the problem with the Yosi product is you heal, you, the softer problems you can heal extremely fast. Okay, that's the good part of it in any way. The bad part is if you don't want to get healed, don't use my product. It's simple as that. But you're going to experience your negative effects from the medical pill that you use. This is not a maybe thing. I've got friends that's with me that's doctors, and they are all healed from their problems, and they've experienced it exactly the way I'm telling you now. They didn't want to leave their medication because it's a must to use and you must use it and stuff like that, whatever. You can use it, it's fine. And the medication wants to do its work also, but my supplement, believe it or not, with all the nutrition value and with the eating plan, is there to protect you and heal you. Okay, so if whatever pill you are using, or even injection from the doctor, is harmful to you, the product and the eating plan is not going to allow it to overtake you. I've tested this on exceptionally strong medicine with bodybuilders, okay, where they use steroids. And if you see what those things are doing to a person following the normal lifestyle eating plans that everybody say you must follow, and how crazy the guys are getting. When they follow my eating plan, and they also use, most of them are using Maximune, and for the, we call it the post cycle, they use the ester block also, but for men the ester block is abnormally strong. Okay, they will use one pill a week, that's it. Okay, if they've used heavy steroids, maybe two. Okay, that's it. That's how strong the ester block is for us. For women, it is just plain perfect. It's like a holy grail for them. I'll explain that a little bit later. And the supplements with the eating plan protects the body from harmful things. It's just doing that. It's like bottom line is going to do that. So keep this in mind, the health benefits, what the product will do, and what you are going to experience when you're using your doctor's medication. Okay. Eventually you will see your medication from the doctor will be so weak, he will tell you, well, you don't need it anymore. Okay. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked when your doctor is shocked, because it's a normal thing. I've experienced it so many times. Okay. When you don't use medicine and you still use the product, it keeps you healthy. The thing of the product is the nutrition value. The way I have designed it is the way I reason the body takes up its food. Okay, protein and fat is just a product. Okay, like if you got a piece of metal here and you want to add this piece of metal here, you cannot just put it there and it's going to Bob's your uncle. It's not going to miracle and it's attached to it. It's not going to work that way. You need like a welding rod or whatever. Now that's especially the same with your muscle. If you want to repair your muscle or an organ, you cannot feed it. If you want to repair your liver, you don't eat liver. If you want to repair your muscle, you don't just eat a piece of meat. That's what the doctors think. The way it works, and it doesn't work that way. Okay, if you want to repair your muscle, you can add a piece of meat, but you must add a huge amount of nutrition value, okay, to convert that meat so the body can take it up and then go and repair the muscle wherever. That's the way I reason it works, and I've been testing it now for many years, and it's doing exactly that. That's why I'm the only one in a natural thing is able to heal people, okay, from those problems. So for the guys who's not using medicines from the doctor, follow the eating plan. It's a health eating plan. It's not a diet. The eating plan is there to repair you. By taking the supplements, you add extra nutrition value just to fine tune the meal that you're eating, so that the body can take up way than enough, everything it needs to do its repair. Whatever it doesn't need, then if you've eaten way too much protein, maybe it will let it out. But otherwise, if it needs it, it's going to take it. You're not going to gain weight because of it. No, the body is going to repair. The only time you can gain fat weight is if you spike your insulin way too much. That's why I say on protein will spike insulin because your thyroid sends only protein, meat, protein. That's what your thyroid sends. It doesn't sense vegetables, it doesn't sense fat, it sends protein, because protein is the heaviest thing. And anyway, so by eating your protein and you with your vegetables, and you adding the nutrition value, you give it more than enough. And if you don't want to gain weight, like if you take protein and you add sugar, then it will spike your pancreas, it will spike your insulin at least 200%. Unnecessary insulin. Insulin is just more like a transportation hormone that needs to transport everything. If you cannot get, look, if there's a cell that needs to be repaired, it's one insulin with its converted whatever for that your meat or fat that's converted, so it will transport that section with vitamin C to wherever it needs to be. But it can only be one insulin key. If there's more than one insulin key, that cell will not open. It's like, well, the best way to put it is like a woman, well, real woman. She wants one man, not two men, okay? She cannot, it just doesn't make sense, okay? So you take one insulin key, one man, one woman, one insulin key for one cell. If you use sugar or chemicals and stuff like that, or even fruit, it will spike insulin way too much, and the body just won't accept it, even though it can take it up, and the combination is right. It's just going to, because of the sugar and the bread and the chemicals, the processed stuff that you've taken, and it spikes so much insulin, it will go and it will store it as in the fat cells, and then you gain your centimeter sizes like that. When your fat becomes too much, then you will start picking up weight like crazy, okay? But you will first increase in centimeters, and then you will see it on the scale. If you want to lose healthy weight, you will first decrease in centimeters, and then you will see your weight. It doesn't work the other way around. You cannot focus on weight loss, but not centimeters. Focus on centimeters, then the weight comes. Not the other way around. It's stupid, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's what happens if you take sugars or your bread stuff. I'll give you guys later in another video, I'll give you another, after you've reached your goal, I'll give you another method that you can, if you make your own bread, natural bread, and you take your maximum and stuff like that, how the body can still use it. But eating bread, it's more for your bone structure. It's an energy source, but it's also for your bone structure. If you don't have enough vitamin D and K2 and vitamin C as a transportation, yeah, and then there's iron that you also need for oxygen to increase the better flow, stronger hearts. And there's a few nutrition values that you need to have when you, that's all included in a maximum, and then it will transport that calcium that you've taken from the bread and put it in your nails or your bone structure and start repairing that, even your collagen. Okay, so but later on that. Okay, so that is the health benefits of the Yosi product. Okay, Extra Block is, like I said, is the miracle pill for women. Okay, there's a lot of, all the vitamin B's is inside there. That's to treat your brain and your hormone system, okay, because that's a fat soluble thing, okay. That's why you need to you drink full cream milk. There's not a cow that gives you skimmed or low fat. It is unnatural. So drink normal full cream milk, not long life, and then eat your cheese that's without sugar. Natural sugar is a different thing, but not added sugar or sweetened or stuff like that. Eat that, and then especially if you use your Estro block, it converts that fat to repair problems in the brain, the eyes, the hormone system, the fat soluble things. Your skin is more protein, but underneath it there must be a little layer of fat. It's just the way it needs to be. But it will repair what needs to be repaired. What it doesn't use, fat is also an energy source, and fat cannot make fat. It cannot make you, fat cannot go lie in the fat cells because it doesn't trigger insulin at all. It will trigger, let's say protein triggers, let's say one bit of protein triggers one insulin key. Fat will trigger like a quarter of that one. That's how little insulin it will trigger. It's insanely low. But add sugar and it will also trigger insulin like 200%. Then that fat that you take will be stored like almost everywhere. And that's a problem with sugar, with fat. It will go around your liver, your kidneys, in your veins, and in your fat cells, around your heart. So sugar is so bad, you guys have no idea. Use honey. Honey is a natural thing. It will trigger insulin, but not as a chemical thing. The reason I say no sugar is not just because of the insulin it triggers, but because it's not sugar cane. It's not a natural thing. There's too much chemicals added to it. It harms the body. Okay. There's other thing I can talk about, the mitochondrial cell. It stops the mitochondrial cell from making DNA cells for repair in the body. So, but later on that's a major big topic in anyway. So for the women, Estro block is like miracle. If you want your periods better, you sick and tired of these hot flushes, there's all kind of problems that they are getting. To get those things under control and get yourself healthy, Estro block is like a must. It comes from cabbages, also from your vegetables. It comes from mostly from your cabbages sections, and then the vitamin B's that's also added in there. So it comes from your vegetables, but from very high fiber vegetables, strong vegetables, cabbages, kale, spinach, things like that. So that is like a must. The woman's got 6 hormones that makes estrogen. So one mistake in your way of eating, let's say with the sugar you take or the chemicals, the chocolate, whatever nonsense, it triggers so much insulin first of all, and it stops the mitochondrial cell from making DNA. And if you stop it from making DNA, you actually reverse the cell, because if you eat natural, the cell is there to repair you and build you up. If you take those things, that's what I've experienced. So if you take those things, you actually like reverse the cell. So you're making it basically to want to destroy the body. Okay, so you cannot get cancer if you didn't stop the mitochondrial cell from making DNA. Everything starts from the mitochondrial cell. If that thing stops making DNA, then it will want to attack the body and destroy it. So when there's inflammation, all kind of problems like cancer, whatever, it will support the idea, okay, because it doesn't make proper DNA anymore. So if there's no DNA to be made, then whatever wants to attack the body can attack the body, and whatever is broken will get worse. Okay, so, and if your estrogen goes up and your mitochondrial cell is not making proper DNA anymore, it's a bad idea. Okay, that's where all the nonsense. That's why there's so many problems. It's because of this reason. Okay, so that's why I say my eating plan, women, especially Estro block, and then a health thing, the Maximune. Okay, you can take the antiviral with, it's fine. You can even use the antiviral. It's not the same as the Mega Boost, but you can use it and it will do basically almost the same thing. It's not a laxative. Okay, it's one of the things that makes sure the body takes up, and what it doesn't need, let it out, clean this bowel system. So you can use the antiviral like a Mega Boost also. It's fine, you can do it. Okay, that's why I've made the Mega Boost the same color as the antiviral. Well, it doesn't matter really the color of the pill anyway, but it's different ingredients, but eventually doing the same thing. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, now that was Estro block also. So then Garcinia, people, the Garcinia that we have is the purest Garcinia on the market. Okay, yes, it's strong, it's 1,600 milligram, but it's 60% HA. You don't need stronger than 60%, you don't need weaker than 60%. It's the perfect middle point. Garcinia is one of the most healthiest fruit out there. Okay, it also cleans. If you have taken your fat with your sugars and the fats everywhere, the Garcinia goes into the body and wants to clean the liver, clean around the heart, the veins and stuff like that. It will first help to clean and then remove. Okay, will heal and then remove. But it also acts like an appetite suppressor. The reason the fruit will, the reason I say it's a good idea, it acts as an appetite suppressor. It stops you from eating the nonsense, and then if you don't take up that anymore, the body will go over to its resources, which is the fat, and convert that and also use that to heal and help getting the excess things that doesn't need to be there out of the way. So as an appetite suppressor in the Garcinia, it's actually a good idea. Okay, but when you eat, you just need to eat right this way. That's why I'm giving the free plan with, just make sure you understand it. It's not going to work you out more expensive, it's not possible, but it's going to actually, you're going to have to stop the laziness and use the 1 minute or quick fix foods. Okay, a quick fix is a quick problem. Okay, an instant meal is an instant problem. Okay, that's just, it's just guaranteed. Okay, so just make your egg, add your vegetables in the morning. When it happens that you can only manage one meal a day, you eat when you feel hungry. If you don't hungry, why you want to eat? The signal that your body is giving you that you are hungry, it tells you there is repair work that it needs to do. That's why you need to eat. It assumes that the people understand the way to eat. Okay, but if you will see, if you don't follow my eating plan, you eat the normal way, you will see you will always stay hungry. Okay, I'm eating like 3-6 meals a day. I'm always hungry. That's why I mentioned you snacking. It's because you don't follow my eating plan and allow the body and use the supplements that I created for a good reason, so the body can take it up, do its repair work. And if the repair work is done for that, let's say 12 hours, whatever, depends on how active you are, then you won't get hungry. You won't get the signal that you're hungry. You can get a signal that you need energy. Okay, I feel a little bit down, I need some energy, that feeling. Eat cheese, drink milk. Fat gives energy. It doesn't trigger insulin. Fat doesn't make fat, but it gives energy. Okay, I will take, let's say I need energy. I'm gonna drink a glass of milk, I'm gonna eat a nice piece of cheese, some olives, take your maximum and take that, okay, and make it with the intake, okay. There's a lot of good nutrition in your cheese and your milk and butter. It's everything that the body also needs, but I will always add a maximum, always, okay. Like I said, rather too much nutrition value than too little, okay. So yeah, that was basically that. And like I said with the one, yes, it's a fat burner, but the way it works, it breaks down the fat and it wants to repair, okay. So if there's a problem, the one fat burner will first go and help repair, and you will have your energy and you will feel excellent. You will have, yes, you will have the great mental focus because there's vitamin B also in it. There's 3 types in there, 3, 6 and 12. And then, so it helps with the repair in the brain. That's why you get better focus, you get this nice energy, you feel good, your body cleans, detox. So that's why you will feel like that, because of all the things in different formula strength sizes in there doing different things. So it will first want to help repair, but in the meantime it opens up the fat cells, especially with the bioperine and B3, it opens up the fat cells. Use that for repair, and if you cannot use it because there's like a guarana that's more caffeine and there's green tea in, if you cannot use it, it will send it out, okay, it won't keep it. So that's why I keep telling the people our fat burner it's more healthier, like the one is more healthier than a normal multivitamin that you go buy in the stores. The people don't take it serious. They don't understand what I'm saying. I think this thing is exceptionally healthy, this stupid fat burner, okay. But that's why most people, I feel good about. If you, like I said, if you do have a problem, it would want to attack the problem and get you healthy, okay. If you get the flush that you're getting, but that's just normal. That's not a problem. That's just something that happens. If you're going to take a chili also got bioperine in, you will feel this hot flush, okay. You will be red, okay. It's doing exactly the same as what the chili does. You're just not going to have that burning effect, that's all, okay. So okay, yeah, that's just a very long video, didn't come out short, but yeah, that's the Yosi products for on the health side. So I hope you guys understand it and really take it serious now. Always to have the Yosi product at hand. Even if you want to go eat out, that's fine. Just don't go without your Maximmune and your antiviral, and the women keep drinking your extra block, your Garcinia, especially before you eat half an hour. Then you will be fine. You cannot not be fine. It's just not possible. Okay. So any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks, guys.